Alrighty, the level 45 Scholar quest is given to us by Alka. We are in Limsalumin's Upper Decks Marauders Guild. It is called In the Image of the Ancients. And here we go. Good to see you, Mercy. I have made yet another discovery which pertains to you and your scholarly arts. I have come into possession of several ancient engravings, including some which show the traditional raiments of Nymian scholars. In fact, the extraordinary detail of these illustrations, coupled with information gleaned from other sources, was sufficient to deduce their design. At present, it is impossible to say how historically accurate my designs are. That is why I propose we enlist the aid of Eorzea's preeminent artisans so that we might recreate these garments. Should they prove sufficiently authentic, I expect your fairy will regain more of her missing memories. In the hands of a preeminent weaver, say Master Redolent Rose. Oh, I'm a weaver, so I know this guy. Master Redolent Rose of Sunsilk Tapestries. This information should be sufficient. Ah, but you cannot journey to Ul'dah until you have gathered the leaves of a direwort. My texts explicitly mention that the plant's pigments were used to dye Nymian uniforms. Alas, direwort is much rarer than it was in the days of yore. It can only be found in the fog fens now. Lest you think I mean to make you do all the work, worry not. While you scour more Dunna for the plant, I will contact Master Rose and convince him to help, though I doubt it will require much effort. More Dunna, here we come. Boom, boom. 283 for the teleport. It's with reduced rates thanks to free company actions? Buffs? I can call them buffs. Probably. Wait. Are you curing my Chocobo? That's cute. Go. No, I've ran with Faerie and Chocobo before. Not often though, because I usually do fates on dark and dungeons on healer, so it's. I should have figured that interaction would happen. I've done a fate or two when Scholar before, I think. I don't know. Speaking of fates, how much time is left in this one? 9? Yeah, let's do this one. Sure. Oh, they all aggro. Okay. Then I'll keep healer mode. Where's... Oh, I haven't hit the button. Oh, I have a healer. What am I doing? Okay, this is very scary. I'm gonna die. I don't have the buttons on Scholar set up to make sure that like I put my Chocobo in healer mode. It looks like it's kind of needed right now. Healer stance. Healer stance. Go. Good. Keep yourself alive too. There we go. Okay. We can do it. Unexpected battle. So, yeah, I think what happened is this is a boss. I could have pulled the smaller ones one at a time, probably. And then be totally fine, but... Speaking of things... Don't I... Oh! It's right here! What was I doing? Duh. Okay, we can make you do all around for now. You can go free stance and fight with me. Was momentarily scary. Like I knew I'd set up a little bar, an action bar for that was transferred to all jobs. Like it wasn't just job specific like these other bars were. I have this set of 12, this set of 12, this set of 12, this set of 12, and this set of 4 right now, but it's 12 spots that are across the board. Alright, you can just go attack mode. If I have to take care of a ad, so be it. I didn't actually check the level. Am I too low? I'm exactly right on here. This guy's not working. Yeah, this guy. Targeting in this game is abysmal. And it's weird, because Final Fantasy XI I remember having good targeting. It was just fine. Could be this one, though. Blow my bitch. Take my bitch. Blow this bitch. We're now done now. Fate complete. Alright, there's a direwort shrub thingy here that is... it's just like a little plant growing out of a rock all by its lonesome. It's dark purple roily energy, so it's going to be another fight. I love you when you die. Got a Marlboro, mild Morble, turtle. So I think I have run into the problem of thinking of ether flow as a mana return, but maybe it's not a problem. Maybe that actually is the right way. Sorry, one big Morble and two little Morble. Okay, and we could pick this shrub. Did you know that this was all gonna pop and attack me, Mr. Alka? Was it a ruse? Are you trying to kill me? Dun dun dun, probably not. Just paranoid. And we go over to the Weaver's Guild, where the weaving is guildy. And go. Hey, Redolent Rose, my weaving captain. What's up? If you don't watch my Weaver videos, he is a Rogadin male, has a white feather in a black top hat, blue jacket with black cuffs and white gloves, black pants. Not as flamboyant as I've been making him out to be, I guess, but that's kind of the voice I do from. I suppose you do have a rather scholarly air about you. I've been expecting you, Mercy. Have you the leaves and Alka Zolka's designs, then? We hand over well-learned and well-dressed, which is a book. I don't remember. And then direwort leaves. Cutscene. Crafting raiments that have not been seen in 1,500 years. This is indeed a daunting challenge. But it is one I suspect I will enjoy a great deal, for rare is the day a weaver revives ancient fashion. I shall begin at once. You may observe if you like, but be aware it will be a lengthy process. And the scene goes black. He's on a table. There's like schematics, like the Weaver kind of schematics that I've never seen in person in like real life, but they seem familiar to me from every once in a while. You'll catch a glimpse if you don't watch them like read steadily, but you'll catch a glimpse of designer shows, and they'll have like a schematics, a big piece of paper with the various pieces that are to be cut and sewn together, I believe. Kind of like if you're making any other project that has schematics, like woodworking or metalworking. But the scene kind of transitioned. He stumbled a little bit, as if he's like tired, like we've been putting a lot of work into it. It has been some time since I labored with such intensity. I adhered to Alka Zolka's designs as best I could, though there were certain aspects I felt compelled to change. His lack of familiarity with textiles and weaving led to what I can only assume are errors. You will note that I could only complete the Charlie U-L-O Tom E Sam. Calotes? I've never heard that word before. This is because the other garments require silk, which I do not possess. Mistress Serendipity and Jiva of the Goldsmiths and Leatherworkers Guilds, respectively, can provide the finishing touches to the remaining pieces. Ah, but you were unaware that I could not craft the full set by myself, weren't you? Very well, I shall send word to them on your behalf, Mercy. You will need only visit each guild and present to them my unfinished work. I give him a nod. Scene goes black. Okay. Well, don't talk to him again. We go to... where's... Goldsmith. Goldsmith is closest. I think they're both going to be... Serendipity of the Goldsmiths Guild is this bubbly blonde early 20 something, and she has Gigi, this automaton who is like hundreds of years old and has been with the goldsmithing guild for a long time. That pretty much the entire time he's been alive, active, whatever the word would be for a automaton. I said blonde, but I guess she has it kind of like it's blonde that has been dyed like a light purple. Greetings, Mercy. Red said you'd be along shortly, so let's see that map mortarboard. We hand over 3 incomplete scholars garb, or sorry, 1. Hand over 1 of the 3 that I have. Cutscene. This shouldn't take long. Wait here a moment. And the scene transitions to her on her goldsmithing, like grinding wheel. Here it is, as promised. Amazing what a difference a mithril tassel can make, isn't it? Wear it with pride, Mercy. Now off you go, and be sure to enjoy your time in Gridania. Am I going to the Leatherworkers Guild next? Jiva? Yeah. Gridania is my free teleport. What's up, Chaucer? Hopefully you can't tell I'm leaving, because that would be a sad thing for you to realize. What? If you didn't know, because I have probably not said it to many people in the world, but I am moving back to Washington tomorrow, and I have packed pretty much all my shoes, which is a weird thing to say because I'm a dude who did not think he had a lot of shoes, and then all of a sudden I do. But in my defense, it's not like I have 4 sets of shoes that could be used for an evening. Like, I have hiking boots, and I have work boots, and I have soccer shoes, and I have the regular shoes I wear every day, and then a non-slip for like working at I was a caterer for a while, and I've worked other places I need non-slip, and then I have one other pair of shoes, and I don't remember why I have them. They're black. They might be non-slip, but I do not remember the last time I needed shoes like that. They're Skechers, I think. But so I got those. I took the hockey gear out, hockey sticks out. I had all my clothing, which I have, instead of packing boxes, which would be what normal people would do. I'm worried about having space enough in my car, so because everything has to fit in the car. I'm not doing any trailers or anything like that. So I'm just taking everything out in like my laundry basket, and I'm just slotting it in everywhere, and then taking the laundry basket back, and then refilling it and taking it back. So that's my method. I have a suitcase that I didn't have before, and I have my welding bag that I didn't have before, but I have packed everything into that welding bag, and I will continue to fill up all the space in there, so it's not like there's empty space. And I got a bag that goes on top of my car that was packed pretty full last time, and there's Tupperware that I just don't use, so I'll probably leave it here and Alan can donate it or something, but that's about it. I'm going to do pretty much all the clothing that I'm not going to use for the trip right after I make this. I'm going to make 2 videos. I'll make a dark video after this too. But anyway, here's Jiva in the Leatherworkers Guild. She is blonde. Short hair, kind of goes down to shoulders. And she kind of has like what you would kind of make like a Native American kind of jacket with a fur lining, fur and leather lining kind of in the V-neck. Yeah. Ah, mercy, the woman who would single-handedly revive the scholarly arts. All right, then, show me what you got. Hand over one of the incomplete scholar's garb thingy-mahoozits. Cutscene. Master Rose's work is marvelous, as to be expected. This will be a pleasure. The screen flashes to her on her table, making what look like little cuts in the leather that's laid out there. There you go. 1 pair of fingerless buffalo leather gloves, perfect for the scholar who prefers that her protection does not come at a cost to dexterity. Oh, the boots? Well, Belly will see to those. He's an expert cord wainer. Another word I've never seen. Cord wainer. Wainer, not wiener. Cord wainer. So you needn't worry about the quality. Besides, I've already spoiled you by making your gloves for free. Cord wainer. Here's Belly. He is a man I've never talked to before. He's got far too much headgear on for my liking, but Gridania's not that cold, so I don't know. But he's making some boots, some shoes over here. You're the scholar, yes? I've been instructed to assist you. If you would please let me see Master Rose's work. And we hand over the 3rd and final thingy-majigger. And we get another cutscene. This craftsmanship is amazing. I cannot wait to get started. He's pounding a hammer onto the sole of a shoe. I actually, in the last week or 2, I saw a clip of somebody making, like they were re-soling somebody's like favorite pair of dress shoes. And oh my god, there's more to it than you would ever think. Well, maybe not everybody, but more than I thought. But yeah. Here you are, madam, made with the finest boar and buffalo leather, in accordance with Alka Zolka's designs, which are very impressive, I must say. He must be dying to see the completed set. I know I would be, had I gone to such great lengths. You ought to surprise him by wearing the garments when next you meet him. And we're just gonna teleport. It's 2:15 with the reduced rates. I am just gonna pay that. That's fine. I waited until so late last night to actually send my squadron on like their daily squadron mission thingy that it's still not done, and I don't know if it will be done by 3. So when the day resets, so I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to. Am I supposed to put it on? Like, what's going on here? Oh, maybe I am.
Is this your first video today?
Yeah. First video today. I guess I am supposed to put it on. Alright. Scholar 45. I think what I have on is... Well, we'll see. I don't know if it's better. But we have Scholars, again, culottes. Whatever. Scholars mortarboard. Scholars gloves. Scholars boots. So all it's missing is the body, which we probably get at 50. And once again, they have taken female clothing and quite sexualized it. But like the hat is like a graduate's hat. So the flat top square thingy, and then the chef hat bottom. The chest, the body gear that I have on doesn't really allow me to see much of the hands, but they're fingerless black and red gloves, black with like a red on the upper, the upper palm, like so, the reverse side of the palm. And then the sexualization comes from what seems to be the scholar's boots. Look like they're just like black shoes with little red bows, and then thigh-high or like knee-high white socks that end in some red thing at the top with a buckle above the knee, a buckle above each knee, and then, I mean, for feet and well, okay, hold on. What is the? Yeah, okay. So it's the culotte is a black skirt, but it also includes, I guess, undersocks, like dark gray undersocks under the white socks of the scholar's boot. It's weird as heck, man. Anywho, we talked to Alka Zolka, all geared up. I think that was all better than I had previously, but oh yeah, it had to be because they're all item level 50, and mine were like 46, so like not a ton better. When I do command missions with my squadron, I get all the gear, and it tends to gear me up pretty good when I repeat them. Anywho, let's keep this set just, to make things easy. Also remind myself here, I'm gonna do it right now. Like I had item level 46 headgear, hands were 46, so I bumped each of them up by 4. 43 for the legs, that's 7, yeah, that's good. I think feet were also 46, so. Do I want to keep any of these? Do any of these look really cool to do for... It's like a diadem thing on the head. I kind of like those. The pants are they're just red, like red spandex. No, okay, so just the hands and the head. I'll sell the other stuff. Or actually, I can give the other stuff to the Grand Company for company seals. All right, Alka Zolka to finish the quest. Cutscene. The scene pans from my feet up to my head, so he gets the look of what scholars might have worn in the past. By the gods, I feel as though I have been transported backwards through time. You are the very image of the Nymian scholars of Eld. Well, minus the gown, but still, never in my wildest dreams did I think it would turn out this well. Ha! I see you approve as well, little one, he's saying to my Faerie. Suffice it to say we can consider this a great success. No real reaction from the Faerie that I could tell, but I wasn't looking at him or her at the point. 880 experience points, and that's it. No gil. Is there a second one then? If there's no experience, if there's no gil. Hey, there's a second one. Let's just go into it. For your fellow man, level 45 again. I didn't know there would be 2 in a row, but I'm fine with that. Here we go. Ah yes, I forgot to mention that while I was awaiting your return, I made considerable progress with the deciphering of my Nymian tablets. Much of what I have learned until now has pertained to the roles of scholars within the military. However, these latest texts offer insight into a scholar's activities during times of peace. As you can imagine, they were not the sort to let their restorative magics go to waste. One particularly stirring account describes their selfless efforts to combat the spread of a virulent? It's like something like virulent plague. I know the words. I never really had to pronounce it. Virulent plague which at one point threatened to engulf all of Nym. Naturally, they did so with the aid of their fairies, which is why I believe that similar acts of charity may serve to further awaken your winged companion. If you are of a mind to test my theory, why not journey to Camp Bronze Lake? You will find no shortage of the sick and wounded there. Rukusa Farusa would doubtless welcome your services were you to offer them. He presides over the warm wine sanatorium. So be sure to have a word with him if you decide to go. If I decide to go. 156 teleport with the reduced rates. And it's like right to the north here. Rukusa Farusa is a Lalafell male? I think a male. Lalafell male, mostly shirtless. He's got some weird thing, just like some straps around the upper chest and shoulders. He's got like a pink skewed turban kind of thing. And a little hat underneath there as well, a little skull cap, and blue jeans and brown boots. Here we go. He's standing on a table. Whatever. Hello and welcome to Bronze Lake. If you desire treatment, Pardon, you wish to administer treatment? Are you even qualified to... Wait, you must be Mercy, the scholar. We are happy to accept any assistance you can provide. I am told you possess magics which can cleanse the body of toxins, impurities, and maladies. At the present, we have 5 patients visiting the springs who would benefit from this care. Pray attend to these individuals and return to me when finished. Okay. Let's go fix all the people quickly. Short-breathed invalid. Little Lalafell gal in one of these pools. Are you here to help me? I don't know what's wrong. I just can't... Asuna? Okay. My lungs! I can breathe again. Bless you, miss. Bless you. Like any healer level 8 or high, is it 8? 10 or higher has Asuna. Why are these people being denied care? A wine-soaked invalid, Rogadin male, pretty much just has his underwear on because this is a resort kind of spa kind of area. Tried taking a wound sometime, Lash. Sure, it hurts like hell's at first, but then you get to drink away the pain. Asuna? Huh? What the? Why'd you have to go and do that? Ah, bugger. Now they'll take me wine away. Okay. I just healed a guy who would... I just took away his alcohol? His inebriation? This is Wan-faced, so W-A-N, so W-A Nancy. I think it's Wan-faced invalid. I'll see what he says first. What's wrong with me? He's a Rogadin. One hand down, one knee down, kind of like that tired position that a lot of NPCs take in this game. What's wrong with me? My wounds have closed, but still I feel so weak. You have an Asuna. He stands in his skivvies. Eh? What did you do? You took something from me. Something bad. I don't know what you did, but I'm glad you did it. Thank you. Why? Oh, why am I in battle? Corrupted ether that we have taken from this man. Thank you, Pegasus, for being active. Kick its butt. With me, of course. That was unexpected. There's no dark purple roiling thingy, so it was a surprise. Okay, this is a dark spirited invalid. Human. Male. Me arm ain't been the same since Cartano. Chirurgeon says the flesh is willing, but the spirit is weak. I say he's a superstitious git. Isuna! What? What's this warmth? Did you do that? I thank you, whoever you are. The fairy streams to remember. We're doing it, Charlie. Heavy-eyed invalid, female, just sitting on a kind of little floating circle. Can't sleep, mummer will eat me. Can't sleep, mummer will eat me. Ew. Can't sleep, clowns will eat me. She stands in her bikini. You set me free. I no longer feel his eyes upon me. Another battle. I had a feeling maybe that's another corrupted ether, which is just this floating orb. Go, Pegasus Rangers. Go, Pegasus Rangers. Oh, shush. Alright, Rukusa, or leave. Rukusa Farusa to continue the quest. You didn't have to leave. I didn't mean that. Incredible! Absolutely incredible! What you did for those patients was nothing short of miraculous. Their commanding officers will be pleased to hear that they can return to active duty. You and Alka have my deepest thanks, Mercy. And back to the Marauders Guild to turn in the quest. 78 gil because it's one of my favorite destinations and we have reduced rates. So super cheapo. Cheapo. And then Marauders Guild. Fireball. Marauders Guild. Right, Alka Zolka to turn in the quest. Cutscene. Ah, mercy. Rukusa Farusa tells me that your potent magics exceeded all expectation. I nod. Had a good time, did you? Aye, I thought you might, he says to Faerie. It just seems to be like flying normally, but it warms my heart to see the two of you making such great strides, and it reminds me that I must work harder to see that I am not left behind. For the nonce, I will resume deciphering the Nymian tablets. Though they have yielded an immense quantity of information on the scholarly arts, I remain confident that they contain an equally impressive wealth of tactical information. I give him a nod. 4-year fellow man is complete. 11,880 experience points. We get Lustrate, which is our first heal when using Ether Flow. And a good reason to just, like, basically have it, just activate it early, not for the mana return. That's 20% of max is great, but more just to have I would have 3 instant cast 600 potency cures available to me as much as I need. And they are off global, so you can weave them in between it's like ad loquium spam or heat or physics spam. So I do have to figure out where to put them, especially given that I still run the squadrons and I kind of little Yatta cutscene, hand in the air. I did it. Lustrate. All right. I want to use energy drain. Okay, I don't ever use sleep, so let's put that. You just don't use it. I mean, I can, especially if I'm soloing. I could have done it on the Fate. It's an AOE sleep. Oh no, it's only single target. Who gets AOE? I guess maybe just. I know Black Mage does. I'm pretty sure Black Mage has. Yeah, Black Mage has AOE sleep, and so does Blue. So I guess it's magical damage casters and not healers. But anywho, okay, Lustrate. I'm gonna put there. Ether. Yeah, we'll leave it. So Lustrate's gonna be my 4. And I believe all 3 stacks will just sit around indefinitely until you use another Ether Flow. Like, you can't just keep adding more and more stacks. You get 3 total because there's 3 diamonds here. So, anywho, that was both level 45 Scholar quests. Hope you enjoyed. I will see you next time. Bye-bye for now.